Hey guys, Zen here with Inquisitor video number 4. As I've said in previous videos, if you don't like spoilers, you probably shouldn't watch these. You can click the link at the top middle of the screen, it'll take you to our other videos. We've got things like PvP and space combat and stuff that won't give you any spoilers, so you can check that kind of stuff out. Also, this series for the Inquisitor are going to be 5 videos, unlike the other classes that were on average about 7. The reason why is because of a few things. One, because I kind of wander around for a little bit here in a moment, and it's after this group quest that I'm about to do with these guys, but I wander around, and what it basically turns out to be is I forgot a quest, and I just had to go get one item off the guys, and I had no idea where I was going, and I was really lost. So I wandered around for about 20 minutes, but I cut that all out. So that probably would have given us another episode, but basically you didn't need to see me just walking around in a giant circle for 20 minutes. So yeah, I'm doing this this group quest with these two guys, and they end up being kind of good. These mobs are pretty dang difficult, and we end up dying a few times during this. By the way, if you see that purple icon, like I don't quite know what that is on the enemy portrait down at the bottom, and I don't know what like the cog right there, and I don't know what the fire one on the left hand side is. I honestly have no idea. I'd have to do quite a bit of research to figure that out. And I ended up asking somebody that I was with at the time on Ventrilo, and they didn't know either. So, oh well. But yeah, we come in here and we die a few times because these guys are actually quite difficult. You could tell by the way that the HP on my group mates is going down quite rapidly. My HP is full, but that's because I wasn't up in melee. We've got 2 warriors, is what it looks like. Oh no, maybe one of them's an Inquisitor. Yeah, I think we do have an Inquisitor, and I'm just a derp. Who knows? But we'll figure out here in a moment once they go back into combat. Because if they charge each other, then I know. So I was sitting there trying to whirlwind, and it was still on cooldown. But one of my group members, I think, goes in and attacks it, which doesn't help. I accidentally pulled droids there with AOE. That didn't help at all. And this just doesn't go over very well. I think I end up dying here. It's pretty painful to watch, really. We do really bad. So, on a separate note, I think on Bountry Hunter 5, one of the Bounty Hunter videos, someone mentioned that there is in fact a Rancor boss, and I'm quite excited. They told me that I think it's a 1 boss instance, kind of like old school Onyxia, stuff like that, but I'm not sure if that's accurate. I don't know if it's just a 1 boss instance or if it's like a random boss. I don't think anybody really knows. The game is actually launching with 2 operations or 2 raids, and nobody really knows what either one is. Like, we know Eternity Vault is the first one, right? And we've seen that demonstrated on multiple occasions, but we don't know what the second one is. It's still kind of a mystery. I'm not sure if it's been announced yet, but I'll probably... While I'm explaining this, I'll go look on the Star Wars site, because I've got my iPad right in front of me and I'm able to do that kind of thing. So we jumped in to kill this boss here, and it turns out he's quite a pain to kill. And we pulled aggro on an extra ad, so I think right here this is a good example of what not to do, really. I mean, we came in here, we shouldn't have pulled the guy on the other side there, but I think our warrior ran over there to kill him. Maybe we don't have 2 Sith warriors. I'm trying to figure out by watching that other guy cast. I don't know. I have no idea. But we end up killing this guy, and I think I die in the process because I pull aggro on something else. Ooh, nice pants though. 10 endurance and something else. Pretty nice. Like I said in the other video, you can get quite a bit of good rewards out of doing these group quests, which I enjoy because, well, frankly, if I want a group with my buddies, I better get better rewards out of it than just grouping alone. So I guess I should kind of explain what I mean by that. I think if you're going to group together with 3 other people, because it's 4-man groups, and go do harder content, you should always get better gear. Or if you're going to go do PvP content with other people, you should get better gear. Or if you're going to go do anything with other people, you should go get better gear from it than anything that you should get as a solo player. Now, obviously, there should be better rewards for a solo player than, you know, or good end game rewards for a solo player, rather. So, you know, crafting should be able to get him quite a bit of really good stuff, and you know, things like that. But you should always be able to get the best gear and the best items from group content, because to be honest, it's an MMO, and if you're gonna play it to get gear and stuff, you probably should play it as an MMO and not as a single player RPG. So that's, you know, that's a little thought on that. By the way, I found the operations page. It's on the HoloNet on their main website. It looks like the Eternity Vault is the only one shown, and they have their trailer and everything and a ton of screenshots, and I think we've already seen just about everything we can of the Eternity Vault without actually doing it. Like, there's a giant, what looks like a giant Mon Calamari guy. It's actually kind of funny. I don't know how they explain why he's ginormous or anything, but that's one of the screenshots on the thing, and I thought that was funny. But yeah, they don't have any information on the other one, so unless anybody actually knows a lot about it, then we should just assume that nobody really knows anything about it, other than the fact that it has a Rancor in it, which I'm okay with. You know, Rancors are cool. I want more Rancors to kill. I want, for a vanity pet, a baby Rancor. How cool would that be? So I skipped ahead here because you didn't need to see me run all the way back to this quest turn-in, but I'll let you watch the quest turn-in and see the awesome pants, I think, that I get. Oh well.
You made it! Did it work? Did the red engine produce an inscription?
Just take it already.
Yes, oh yes. These are Tulak Horde's teachings, the very methods he used to build the terrible machine below. I have dreamed of this tablet, dreamed of looking upon Tulak Horde's teachings and studying the arcane science of the dark side. I am honored you give me this opportunity. Take these, small relics I've unearthed that deserve to be used by a true Sith. Not a reward, but recognition of your strength. Now I must excuse myself, and my research must continue. It will be some time before the tablet gives up all its secrets.
So, that was a pretty nice quest turn. Yeah, you get some pretty nice pants out of that, is what it looks like, or a robe or something. I think they even have little tassels on the side. Yes, it's cool. They're cool. So, in a second here, I'm going to skip ahead, because this is where I get totally lost. I end up having to go all the way back to where that group quest was and do this other quest that I had. So, I'm just going to skip all of that nonsense, and I'll be right back at the Jedi Academy, the Sith Academy, or whatever it's called. And we're going to go turn in a ton of quests there. From here until just about the end of the video, there's a lot of quest turn-ins. So you can expect a lot of the quests that I had previously to be wrapped up, and for me to get the quest to go get my companion, which is what you'll see in the following video. And after I get my companion, I wrap up this entire Korriban area, and I don't get to show you advanced classes. I forgot that I never did it on this character.
Step forward. I assume you've completed my task. I will take the holocron now. It is time we judge the purity of your overseer's blood. Time we know how much of the ancients survive in their veins.
Whatever you say.
You make a mockery of the source of your own power. Pathetic. The holocron, it glows white. So little Sith blood in all of the Academy. And only one of the overseers wears the red marks. This is shameful. I will bring this to the attention of the Dark Council. Measures must be taken if the true Sith to survive.
You must be terrified that the true Sith might become extinct.
I fear for the Sith as a whole, and I would honor the ancestors who gave me strength. You have served well. It is too late for me to alter your training. But in the future, perhaps acolytes will kneel at the feet of the pure-blooded.
By the way, why does everybody want to apparently... Like, of all the people who want me to play a Sith warrior, want me to play pure-blood Sith or whatever, they're creepy and tentacle-y and creepy. I don't know. I don't like them a whole lot. You might be able to make one look pretty suave, but they don't... I don't know. They don't settle that urge to want to be a Sith, I guess. If I did a warrior, it may be I don't know. I don't know what it would be. It might be a Zabrak. No, everybody's going to play a Zabrak. I won't do that. You'll find out on Tuesday when I make my character. So I'm going to come over here, train up, and then go, I think, talk to the Jedi that's in the prison. Also, just letting everybody know, the guild, because it seems like I get this question like 1,000 times a day, the guilds on the Star Wars website will know what server they're on Monday. So by the time this video's up, go look, and you may know what guild this server is on. What server the guild's on.
Approach. I've heard rumors of your exploits in the tombs. You follow in the footsteps of failed apprentices, ones sent to slay renegades and crack the shells of armored droids. You fared better.
I'm just here for the exercise.
Nonetheless, you have done the Academy a service. The mining droids not only protected the slaves who subverted their program, but threatened to damage the tombs of the ancients. That would have been unforgivable. And for succeeding where others died, you will be rewarded.
Okay, I lied. I wasn't going to go talk to the Jedi yet. I think next I talk to the Jedi. Maybe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. There's a lot of quest turn-ins here, and I get quite a bit of experience, as would be expected. I don't know. I'll in the next video, I'll probably talk more about the Inquisitor skills, because you'll have to, or the abilities, because you'll have to see me do a little bit more kiting, as I did kind of in the earlier stuff that I did, but yeah, I'll get more into the Inquisitor. I know I said I'd do it in this video, but it'll be the next one. I apologize.
I know you. We talked before. My head's clearer now, Sith. It's all here. The comlink, my lightsaber, everything I hid. You're going through with it. With all this, once the guards change shifts, I think I can slip out of the Academy. But what about you? Will you be okay?
Don't worry about me.
If you're certain. I still don't understand why you're doing this, but I thank you.
It's a trap. Your memories were altered. When you report back to the Jedi, you'll tell them exactly what the Sith want you to.
What? Then that explains why you would help me out, at least, but not why you would tell me the truth. It isn't important now, but I will speak to my masters of this. For the moment, I should go. I'm sorry the Empire took you in instead of the Jedi. If things had been different, maybe you could have been part of the Order.
So many quest turn-ins, so little time. See, now I'm going to turn the corner here and go down the hall, and there's another quest for me. It's like Christmas, but for quests. It's Quest Christmas, or Christmas Quest. That would be a really bad movie if someone made like a Galaxy Quest, Christmas Quest. Anyways, listen to this quest.
Yes, remarkable. Magnificent. You slave. No, acolyte. You're the one who brought me this magnificent holocron from the tomb of Marka Ragnos, yes?
Yes, my lord. I found the holocron.
Unbelievable. 1,000 years buried in that tomb. Sith lords passing it by. And then the most unlikely person comes along. Tell me, how did you manage it?
I shot lightning at it, and it opened.
Such a simple solution. Why did none of us think of that? We must have thought too deeply on it, believed too strongly that it could not be done. Or perhaps we were simply not meant to open it. Your work so far, in bringing back this holocron, and now the text from Tulak Horde's tomb, has me intrigued. I am watching your progress eagerly. I have high hopes for you, Acolyte. Sky high.
Really? Harkon seems to favor Fawn.
Harkon's only purpose is to weed out the weak. Beyond that, his opinion means nothing. Good luck, Acolyte. Good luck.
She's a fair bit attractive. Just throwing that out there. Not biased or anything, but she's a little attractive. Anyways, another quest here to turn.
I was just about to send Fawn off. What delayed you, slave?
I like to stop and smell the blood.
You'll be smelling your own blood soon. Now, did you collect the text from Tulak Horde's tomb?
Of course. As always, I'm brilliant.
Give it here. No doubt it's been badly damaged. It's what we get for sending a worthless alien to do a Sith's job. Isn't that right, Fawn?
What are we waiting for, Overseer? Why don't we kill this wretch now?
You have a big mouth, slave, but no combat skills. I don't want to see you again until you've satisfied the Korriban instructors. The training facility is on the second floor of the Academy and is usually reserved for the Dark Lords and their apprentices. This is not a promotion, and you are not to speak to anyone except the training master when you are up there, understand? You are not fit for their presence.
Please tell me Fawn can come. We'll have so much fun.
Fawn has been training at combat his whole life. He was born to be Sith. You are just as likely to chop your own arm off as not, slave. Now get going to the second floor training grounds. You don't want to keep the instructors waiting.
You know, I was just thinking, I really can't wait till I get to Kemval, because the combat that I end up coming up to here at the end of the video is actually quite difficult, and I think I die once or twice, which is not very good. As I said before, the Inquisitor feels quite squishy until you get Kemval. Kemval fixes 90% of the problems that I have with the Inquisitor. However, it's not quite the fixer that I would like. There's some other stuff I have issues that he just can't quite fix.
So the Jedi is preparing his escape. You did well. Not perfectly, but I have confidence the operation will succeed. Our business is concluded. I will make note of your assistance in my report.
My duty is my life.
As it should be. Take these tokens as payment for your service, and know that no Jedi can threaten Korriban. Now go.
So I don't know why that quest just reminded me. Maybe because the Sith Pureblood's behind me in this room right there, but it just reminded me that the Jedi Knight, correct me if I'm wrong, but I was looking at a companion list. Apparently the Jedi Knight gets a Sith Pureblood named like Lord Rock or something like that as one of his companions. That seems a little weird, so I'm kind of interested in what the heck happens there. Don't tell me, though. I don't want you to spoil it. I'm gonna go figure it out on my own, but is he actually a companion?
Hello there, friend. You remember my brother and me from downstairs? With Harkin, right?
Sorry it had to be this way.
We don't like it any more than you do. Well, maybe a little more.
This sounds vaguely like a threat. What did I ever do to you guys?
I'm sorry, girl. I liked you. I really did.
But Harkin made us a deal, see? We kill you, we go home.
You will regret that.
We don't want to. But we know we can't beat Fawn, and we'll never be Sith. At least this way we can go home, alive.
Quiet, Balak. The time for talk is past. Fight for your life, Acolyte.
So, that's one of those ambush points I was talking about in one of the previous videos. It's like the Inquisitor and the Warrior get ambushed a lot by other Padawans or apprentices and stuff. It's apprentices aren't allowed to kill each other, but it's not like it's overlooked or anything. But they apparently are able to get other people to kill you for them. So I end up, definitely the Warrior does it a lot more than the Inquisitor, but you end up killing quite a few people who are just trying to take you out for somebody else or take you out for your rival, which is, it's fun. It adds a little bit more twist to the story. You know, something that you wouldn't quite expect, but pops in every now and then. I think it's cool.
Well, well. Look who shows up at long last. I half expected to hear you'd crossed some Dark Lord upstairs and finally got yourself killed. None of the others have shown up either. I assume they're dead by now, which means you and Fawn are the last ones.
Speaking of Fawn, he seems conspicuously absent.
You only wish it, slave. No. You took so long returning, I sent Fawn ahead. Your final trial will be to retrieve an ancient map from the innermost chamber of Naga Sado's tomb, which has never been breached in thousands of years. But before you get the map, you'll have to awaken an ancient assassin called a Dashard that sleeps in the tomb. You cannot access the map without him. Understand?
What's so special about this map?
Lord Zash wants it. Oh, and one more thing. You'll be competing with Fawn for this map. Whoever brings it back will be Lord Zash's apprentice. The other will die. And Fawn's already started, so my advice... run, slave. Run.
One moment, please.
Lord Zash! What are you doing here?
Overseer, are you implying that I, a Lord of the Sith, don't have the right to go where I please within the Academy of the Sith?
No, of course not, Lord Zash.
Good. I saw the last acolyte arrive. I wanted to see the hopefuls off on their final trial. Where's, the red one, Fawn?
He finished his trial early, so I sent him on rather than keeping him waiting for this.
Pity. I just finished translating the wonderful text this acolyte brought from Tulak Horde's tomb, and it's most illuminating. I don't know that the map can be retrieved without it.
Uh-oh. Fawn's in trouble.
It's too late. Fawn's already left. You can't just...
Give one acolyte an unfair advantage over the other? Overseer, when has being Sith ever been about being fair? Now, my dear acolyte, here is what you must do to free the Dashard. There are rods scattered throughout the tomb of Naga Sado. These rods are the keys to the chamber where the ancient assassin is imprisoned. You will need to place the rods in the chamber door and electrify them. I don't know exactly the reason, but it is clear that you will not be able to retrieve the map without the Dashard. But be careful, he is very dangerous.
I have yet to meet a danger I can't defeat.
I will return when both acolytes are back from the tomb. You will not do anything further to affect the outcome of the trial. Understood?
Yes, Lord Zash.
Good. And good luck, acolyte.
Ooh, someone just got reprimanded. What a jerk. He's been helping that other douchebag this entire time, but no. No. Ooh, now I'm starting to look kind of cool. But no. See, this other master thinks I'm pretty cool for whatever reason. Maybe it's my tentacles. But for whatever reason, she wants to help me out. So, you know, I got the tip there, which was I have to electrify the things in order to open it. And then I have to kill, or I have to get something that was, like, someone named something. I don't remember what the name of the thing is, but basically it's Kemval. I know, I just spoiled it for you guys, but you walk into the tomb and Kemval's there and you have to defeat him, and then he follows you in and you are able to get to where you need to for whatever reason with him. It's kind of a cool way of doing the companion because you have to like fight him first. But on the other hand, it's like some of the other classes have better companion like quests that when you first get them. A good example of this is the bounty. I know I'm biased, but the bounty hunter with Mako, because you do all these quests with the Hutts, and then you meet up with Mako, and she tells you about this one guy who stole your sponsorship, and you have to go get it back. And basically, she comes along, and it's kind of this cool, like, it feels like she's your companion. With this, it just feels like the guy is your slave, and maybe that's how it's supposed to be.
Acolyte, may I speak to you for a moment?
Sure, why not, Sentry? Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm honored that you would do me the courtesy. There was another acolyte, not long ago, who entered this tomb and did not come back. He died in there.
Death is merely the final failure of the weak.
That seems even more true on Korriban, I'm afraid. The acolyte who went in there, he was a good sort. Friendly and talkative. He said he was entering the tomb to prove himself to his father. I just thought it would be nice if somebody took his body back and told his father he didn't make it.
Yes, the father should be told that his son has fallen.
I'd never survive in there. And even if I did, I wouldn't be allowed to see his father. He is a Dark Honor Guard stationed in the Academy. None but Sith can ever set foot on the sacred ground where he stands watch. But you could find the body and bring it to his father. Please do this and honor the fallen.
If I see the Acolyte's body, I will try to retrieve it.
Thank you so much. If you find the Acolyte's remains inside the tomb, let me know. I can tell you where to find his father in the Academy. Good luck.
Interesting quest there. It's like, it's kind of cool, the way that characters interact with you when you're a Sith. Especially as you get higher level. People tend to grovel when they're around you because, well, you're technically in the Empire's like pyramid of people. You're more important than they are, so it's cool how that mechanic works. It's like being an alien in the Empire. Typically people will look down upon you if you aren't a Sith, and it's just, yeah, I really like it. You'd see that stuff in Dragon Age and Mass Effect, so it's a cool mechanic.
I'm surprised a wretch like you can talk. One of the Overseers abandoned you? You must want revenge. What do you mean, stronger? I think I can help. I'll do everything in my power.
Okay, so because this video is going up on Monday, the game's early start date starts on Tuesday, which is the 13th. So Monday the 12th would be the day this video is available to you guys. So, things you need to know for this early access week. If this is past the time, if this is anywhere past the 20th of December, then, you know, if you're watching this in the future, don't worry about anything I have to say here. But it's worth noting in case any other MMOs do the same thing. So in case you're interested. But basically, here's some information you need to know before the game goes into early access. So on their early access page, it says that starting December 13th at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Old Republic will begin emailing invitations to start your early game access. Invitations are going to be sent throughout the early game access period, offering rolling access to the game in order of which you redeemed your pre-order code. So check your email inbox every day. So basically, it's first come, first serve. I'm having a hard time talking today, apparently, from when you redeemed your code. So if me and Holy redeemed our code within the first hour of the pre-order, we're hoping that we're going to get in within the first hour of early access, which would be super cool, especially for us, because then we can get you guys more videos, especially our Let's Play stuff. But we'll get to that, we'll get to that when we do it. So here's the thing. If you are, say, waking up in the morning on Thursday and you're like, okay, I ordered kind of later than everybody else, so hopefully I'll get in on Thursday, then you might want to continue to check your email throughout the day, because it's a rolling invite sent, right? So you could get in Thursday morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, or you can even get in at Thursday night at 12 o'clock at night. I mean, or... yeah, 12, you know what I mean. So basically, you can get in anytime throughout the day. Just keep checking your email. I wouldn't keep your hopes up for getting in early if you ordered late, though. So that's just my tip. I doubt most of the people who ordered day 1 will actually get in on day 1. I think it'll carry over to day 2, just because I think the first 24 hours of the game actually being available for pre-order had quite a few pre-orders when they did it. So just throwing that out there. But other than that, that's the end of this video. In the next one, I'll talk a lot more about the Inquisitor and how it works with its abilities and mechanics and stuff like that. Sorry I didn't get to it in this video, but it was kind of a hard one to do it in because of the back-to-back quests there for a little bit. In the next video, I will also get my companion, so you'll be able to see Kemval in action. And yeah, other than that, I will see you guys next time.